Okay, I think that we should have it set up now. So, I had to stop the last stream, but here we are again. So, I'm no longer doing ROK. I just don't have the time, the commitment to be on there 24/7. Um, just enjoying life. All is great here. Um, so all's been well. And let's just make sure this is going. And I know that many people, like, are still in the Minecraft world. I get messages all the time asking about my next stream. So here we are. We're just going to share Minecraft. A little bit about what I've been doing is with Minecraft. It's a lot of exploring. Um, it's collecting items, building, and for those that just do not have the imagination or their ability to build stuff, um, we started doing these mine colonies. Um, they're a lot of fun. It does take years to put together a project. And with this, how this works is you basically it's modded Minecraft through Java on your PC, and you collect all the materials. You design it, and then you have builders. Eventually, your whole civilization becomes self-sufficient. The little people take care of themselves. They feed themselves. You have builders. You have harvesters. So eventually, our new home. This is my test city. This is my test city. This is each of the buildings that will be built. Materials collected, people will be living in these. They'll have jobs to do, and we'll go a little bit through each of these. And this will start out, what we'll start out with is our supply camp. And this supply camp will be something that will set down. It'll give you all of your basic items that you need to get started. Next, you start what's called your town hall. The town hall and all the buildings go in 5 phases. So your town hall is like where they meet, have their meetings and so forth. So like here is phase one, which is pretty mundane. Phase two, and this build is all going to be basically dark wood, spruce, and paper. So loads of paper. So I'll be growing a lot of sugarcane. And here's phase three. Maybe I skipped one. So phase three, phase four, or this might be five. So these will be our town halls. And of course, in my new world that I'm just about ready to start, everything will look nice. There'll be roads, hills, trees. So this is just my sample world. These are our builder's hut, and again, phase one, phase two, phase three, phase four, and phase five. And you can see how they progress. So all these are buildings. This will take, like I said, over a year or so for me to build. And let me walk down here. So it starts out with just simple building materials, and then we'll have to create all this for her to build for us. So a few reasons why I do these test cities, because there are buildings that are module, meaning that you have to connect them together. So like here is a university and a library. By building these down first on my test world, I can see how everything connects. So like these two buildings will need to be connected. There's all our walls that will go around. And then, for example, like here's our library. So these are different buildings that we'll build, and then there'll be like librarians, woodworkers, construction workers, blacksmith. There's just a whole load of different buildings. Our woodcutters, the guys that go out and collect all the wood for me. Um, like, for example, you'll be able to manage the workers, tell it what to do. So this game is a lot of fun. Like I said, if you enjoy the exploration of Minecraft, but just, don't have that ability to build all this yourself or the time, this allows you to basically like hire help. Over here is the residence. These are different types of houses that can be built. Again, they're going to be built in 5 phases. So everything will start out looking super plain, and then as I progress and collect the materials, they'll upgrade. These are all level 5. So again, here's another module. It's an apartment complex. These two actually will come together. You can make it in any type of shapes. This one's a corner piece, and then I just have previous projects. So eventually I'll get on and I'll share some of my old projects that are completed. Um, I've just finished everything, so it's time for a new one. And I've just had so many requests on sharing what I'm doing, especially with my teammate and servers. I'm gonna go with a non-server this time. My private world. These are just all different. These are all gardens. Like these are all greenhouses. I think there's 5 different types of greenhouses back in here. The windmill, some different type of like water gardens. And so all these will be coming up. And I plan to do a variation of like lives and pre-recorded. Down here is the rabbit hutch, so that way you can harvest your rabbit for their skins. These are the different, like for your livestock, your sheep, pigs, cows, everything. More of our like herdsmen. This is the warehouse and the hut. So like I will have a warehouse for all the materials that I build and collect. And then if I can open up the back door. So all of our collections will go in here of materials. And then there'll be a courier that goes around and delivers like food to the kitchen or materials to the builders. And so this whole genre is called Sword and Kingdoms. It is a special download. It's not available like for everyone. You have to have access to it. And that's something I can share down later or share with you guys later if anyone wants to play it. This is the dye station, like to dye your wool. This is another building. Now this is all like for your guardsmen. Your guards will get rid of like your creepers. There's going to be raids. These go different levels. Like these are second level. And this is your main building right here for your guards. Let's see, where's the switch? See if I can find a way in. And their apartment for the guards. This is a guard tower. Go on top. So as you can see, you know, this is going to take a long-term project. So if you guys want to stick around, I'm going to go pick out a seed next and start putting down the foundation, exploring, collecting the different items, and just start it. But first, I wanted to show you with my test my test flat world a little bit about what it's going to look like. And again, each of the buildings will start from just basically stone and dirt, and then work their way up. So these are all the same building, just through the process. So, and then down here we have things like the different roads um, that you can pick through. And here, this is like the cookery where they can come and get their food and eat. Because you have to keep them alive. They do perish if you don't take care of them. So it's just a neat project. This is the chef's kitchen, and then the delivery people. Like here's some villagers walking around. This one doesn't have the full villagers. It's just the start. And this is the hospital for when they get sick. There'll be a doctor in here. And then again, all the walls. Here's all your portals into the nether that you can build. This is the cemetery. And here down here is your roads that will go in between like walls when you come up from the ocean side. They have even like sewage system, which right now that one's spilling over, which is kind of gross. This would be like a straight road, bridges, coming up from the side of a cliff. So I think we'll go get started. But I wanted to start with this first and kind of give you guys a look around of what to expect. Because like I said at first, it's going to be just kind of plain and ugly, and but this is eventually it's going to be built up. So what I'm going to do now is I'll go ahead and get out of here and get started. We're going to have to start from scratch with nothing and a new seed, and build it from scratch. So welcome to Mine Colonies. I hope you all stick around. A lot of these, like I said, I'll do probably a live once or twice a week, and then the rest of them I'll probably just pre-record and edit, so that way you don't have hours of gameplay. But it's going to be a lot of fun. So there's a little tour around, a little bit of what to expect. I didn't go to each building and explain it, but there's just so much here. But we'll build this entire civilization, and it's going to be beautiful. So y'all welcome, and I'm going to get out of here and start a new seed. And we'll have to just give it a little bit of load time. There's some of my previous ones. I've deleted a lot of them. And so my setup, this is Java, so it is PC. You do have to have it for the mod pack. I'm using CurseForge to be able to access this mod pack. And, like a lot of people, they want to play Minecraft, like your Xbox or whatever, your game console, and you just don't have access to this. So we want to make sure we're survival. Usually I go large, but I know that I want orchard for this theme. They have all different with this mod pack. I'll show you like all different types of, if you want, like Lord of the Rings style, or Vikings, Oriental. I have some previous ones I believe that I posted on. Orchard. So there's a few cheats, like you can start with a bonus chest. I'm going with the single biome. It's going to give me everything that I need to start. Let's rename this. Kingdom. And let's see what we get. This is always the exciting part. It's like, you're going to get a seed of all water, and sometimes I have to restart the seed with something new. Because there's nothing worse than when you land out like in the middle of the ocean and there's no land to be seen. And this takes just a moment. I always find one of the most exciting things for me is I love going caving. And some of the materials I need are going to be like prismarine, which is out in the ocean. So I'll have to go find some of those ocean, um, like the biomes where the prismarine is, or if you can find it in chests around different parts of the world. So we're just waiting on the loading. And this is why a lot of it, like I said, I'll pre-record for y'all, and then we will edit it. So let's see what we got. Find my chest. Should have been right here somewhere. I hear the candles, but I don't see them yet. So what I'm looking for right now is my starter chest, which gives me like a backpack, an axe, just a few things to get started. pyre? Well, if I don't see it, we will move on. Oh, there it is. So in the modded, you get your book bag or your backpack to put things in, some apples to start eating, a pickaxe, some more wood, box of eternal closure. I don't mess with that app, so we're just going to start with that. Then you can take your book bag or your backpack and put it on your back. I need to redo my skin. Let's see, I see a village, so let's start there. Oh, it looks like a dead village. And of course, like anything that you see that you'll be able to use, this might actually be going down to a spider nest. If I can break it, I need a sword. Ooh, sheep. We need that wool to make a sleeping bag. I only want the white. Super. Let's grab some wood while we're here. So a neat thing too, when you play Java, you have your ultimime, and it allows you to harvest more than one thing at a time. So have enough planks there. Okay, and the next thing I want to do is build a stick. This is a crafting on a stick, and I can put this again in my inventory. And that way now I can craft without having to set down a table. Another neat thing about this all the mods 10, and let me know if that music's too loud, is that you complete quests. It's like these are all different things that you can complete. Basic tools. So while this is nice, because it gives you free stuff, but like these are all the different tools we can build. We collected this one. So we'll be completing these tasks as I play too. Okay. So now that we have our crafting table, I need to make a sleeping bag before it gets night. I always forget. It's this way. There we go. So now with this, I don't have to carry around like a portable bed. Or I have a portable bed. I don't have to carry around like a regular bed. With this mod pack, you also get these meteorites, which are like, according to the lore, like meteorites that fell from the sky. And they give you like your iron, your emeralds, gold. I don't have the right kind of pickaxe. Like there's some diamonds right there. This one I don't have strong enough. I just have stone. So once I get iron, I can remember that's there, and I can come back and get it. But right now, I'm gonna start looking for a place, collect things along the way. Like we need some iron, we need some, um, have to collect wood. I need to find a good place to set down and start creating our civilization. And I always look for, something a little bit flatter. Though we can build on the side of a mountain, it's a lot more restrictive than something a little bit flatter. And I do need, and also like to find a place that you have like your sheep, you have water for like our fishermen. We're gonna need that. And we may have to use like our fly view where I can fly up and look around. And for you hardcore people, I don't use a lot of cheats, but I use some like the fly view, um, starting out with that chest, because it helps you set up for success. Let's see if I can find a way down. I have to dig down. See some iron. I don't have a shovel yet. I have enough materials. I would start just dropping and going down, but I'm not quite ready to die on the first. It's gravel. We'll keep going. And then, of course, like if you run across any villages, you can pull stuff out of the chest. And the neat thing about all the mods is they give you gold chest. So if you're playing with like all your friends, those do refill per person. Like there's one right there. Always keep your eye out for the chest. I like this, um, this realm, the apple orchard. The trees are big. It gives you a lot of wood. Um, it's fairly flat. Like there is some mountainside, but there's just so much to explore. We can find the door. I probably passed it. Oh, what the hey? There it is. No? Yes. Okay, well, so we get some bread. We did get a shovel, which is great. I'm going to get rid of that. I'll always take gold ingot. Apples. Potatoes are good for feeding your villagers, too. Take some meat and cook it. Oops. Quicker. So again, if you're playing with your friends, like it will, this will be the same thing for the next person, even though you take it. These. I don't know why I'm not just shifting it. There we go. We got an oven right here. We can go and start cooking. I'm going to steal one of these ovens too. Take it with me. So in your buildings, you need like a lot of ovens. You need a lot of course, all the wood, things like that. So to start our first build, when you do this, mine colonies. So like here's all the different buildings that you can build. You start out with like your town hall, residence. You start out with like a little hut and then you build it, brick by brick. So the very first thing that we need to do is normally your very first building you set down would be your supply. A lot of the different themes you can do a ship or supply camp. The one that we're doing is strictly supply camp. So I need to build 3 ships. I need to have 2 things of iron bars and a white banner. So I'm just going to start collecting these materials. Um, I'm just trying to get set up first with like things we need like wood, food, before I start building, and then we'll have to find a place to set down. So really today's stream is just going to be about the exploration and preparation, and then we'll start building on the next one. I want to cook that wood, or I mean that food. Now, if I remember in this mod, I can use wood too. So we're just getting everything lined up. And then the very first thing is we'll get our supply ship built, supply camp, and find where we want to sit down and start building. And the next thing after our supply camp, this will give us like our essential seeds that we need to use. It'll give us our building tools. And then the very next thing is we'll do our town hall, which establishes our like our treaty and our civilization. And then I usually do like the tavern next. It's where they sleep, it's where they congregate, it brings in more people. That we'll do some chops. This just takes a moment. Let's go explore why that's cooking. And I'll take one of these with me. Nighttime. We can go explore first. Emeralds. Noise, bread's always good. So with like normal Minecraft, there's a day and night compass. With normal Minecraft, your villagers are like those really dumb looking ones. These ones are just a little bit different. The villagers are more like they have a job to do. So if anyone used like Minecraft, you say villagers and they're just dreading it because the villagers are so dumb. So let's sleep. And again, I have my sleeping bag. Okay. We're going to have mobs out here that are burning up. And I hate spiders. Need more sheep. We have to build a banner. I don't want to kill the baby. Oh, I heard a creeper. These are oil stacks. And I don't have a boat built yet. Sometimes you can find really good stuff out here on these ruins. Trying to run on water. Go. Got a sword. I really don't need obsidian yet. Iron ingot is always good. And try to stay out of the fire. We have some gold. I don't have a strong enough pickaxe. Duh. Haven't built an iron pickaxe yet. We'll remember that's there for later. My swimming skills. Dude, don't hit me. I don't have any armor on yet. Okay. So, what do we have to work with here? We started out really close to water. Come down here. That looks like another village down there. So we'll just start heading south. And collect anything along the way. And always on the eye for different villages, for chest, until I find where I want to sit down. So what I'm looking for is I need a really open place because it's going to take up, I want to get down here is kind of where I'm heading towards. Because it's once I start building, like it'll put a box around it and show me like my borders and my town. And as I grow it, it'll get bigger, but I need a massive space to build on. Here we go. Raw, come here. I'm out here in the sun. Raw, you got me on fire. So these guys, when they come out in the light, they burn up. There we go. Let's try not to die on the very first. Got those torches, didn't I? Oh, I didn't grab those torches. And again, we have the ultimime, so we can actually like just do whole chunks. Let's see if I'm brave. Up here and build a stone pickaxe. There's copper. I've been playing Hightail a lot. I don't know if anyone started Hightail, but I really enjoy it. And you can do like a several block jump. So then when I come back to Minecraft, I'm trying to jump up like 3 or 4 blocks and it doesn't work. It's just kind of funny when you get used to playing one game. But they're so similar, but Minecraft will just always be one of those that it's a favorite. So I think we're safe right here. So for our banner, will be our wool. Any more? More white wool. I need to eat. A really neat thing too with this mod is you can get infinite food. That's why I really want to try to find the different cities or the villages and dig through the chest, because you can find like infinite beef and infinite what's the other one? Oh, a ham hock. And that way you don't have to keep hunting for food. It's just part of the pack. I know we had some sheep here earlier. There we go. There we go. Need some more food. Oh, come back. I need you. There we go. Roll. Such cute little fishies. Okay, that should give us plenty. And we have another meteorite. But it's not the one with silver in it. I mean, with iron in it. Okay. We need a stick. So there's our banner. We can probably go ahead and make our boats. Till your inventory fills up with junk so fast. It's bacon. some stuff away. We don't need grass seeds yet. I can go ahead and put this armor on. We don't need dead flesh. Skins are one of those things you can never have too much of. We don't need hemp. Well, I'll need hemp later, but stone. Have some more uncooked meat. Don't need andesite. And we also have our book bag. Let's see, book bag. So here's our book bag that we put on our back. We can also throw things like that we don't need right now in there. More wool. Throw our raw meat up there because I don't want to be eating it on accident when you're in a hurry. Kind of get organized just a little bit. Put all our meat together. Get our building materials. And more food. I have a sheep pushing me. Oops, that's different. Okay. Really? Oops. Just throwing stuff here. So what I'm on the lookout for next is I need iron. We can build our grades, we can build stronger tools, because we're never going to survive out here with just stone tools. Okay, this is just going to be redstone, lapis. Need one with iron. There we go. Jackpot. But I do not have... I don't have a tool. Need a tool for that. We can use stone for now. Okay. Get a couple because we're going to go fast with stone. I think we're going to have to sleep just here in a second. So I don't know if anyone... Is anyone watching the... oh my gosh, the MCC today? Like, we're Team B-dubs. I'm actually missing the live stream right now for the Hermitcraft. Let's sleep first. So I'm going to go on a little bit and watch their fundraiser with all the Hermitcrafters. I'm getting text messages asking if I'm watching. Okay, so let's completely chew this thing up, see what we can find. So first I'm going to get rid of the deep slate. I don't need it, but I do need the iron. And again, I'm using the Alti-Mime. Here's some coal. It's nickel. Nickel. Nickel and iron look so much alike. There's iron right there. It to me. Copper. Let's get rid of this copper. Get it out of the way so I can see what we have. Nickel. More iron. Okay. That gives us a pretty good start on iron, it looks like. Nickel, nickel, nickel. Always need coal. But now with the new update where you can use like wood and even sticks to cook with, it's really helped out with decreasing how much coal you need. I think the rest of that is nickel. Okay, we don't need that. Oh, iron right behind me. I love this feature of, since they've added these, so you don't have to go way down deep diving. And it's just a standard feature with all the mods. Let's see what we can find. Looks like there's another one right here. We're just slowly making our way down. I think I'll turn around and just go straight. We did get onto another fixture I can come across, though. And as I open up, like all this is going to open up as I explore. I think there's two. There's going to be one here and one there. So I'm one of those girls, like, say I go shopping or I'm driving, I get lost. And, like, I think I turn left, and all of a sudden I'm doing more than one left. So anyone that knows me is going to laugh about that. But when I play Minecraft, I get turned around. So y'all are just going to have to forgive me. And it's why I have to have a map. Because once again, I got turned around. Should get me. Go. The funny thing is, we just came from here, so this asteroid there is not going to give me anything that I need because they're like different themes. Now, supposedly there's rumor that if you dig straight down, I don't remember how many blocks, but it's supposed to be like just a gold mine of materials. Okay, so those two, neither one of those I needed. Keep going south. One right there. We'll just keep heading down. I'm gonna have to swim across. So today I'm just gonna get prepared, collect some things. Oh my gosh, like we literally came from here. Oh, good one. I'm just gonna make it down and just swim across. Go to this village. It looks like what I needed to do is I needed to cross. I don't have the right pickaxe for that yet. Just need to swim. I'm running on water. Hey, I always knew I could walk on water. This is a nice, like, flat area, but it's just not big enough. And see, look at me. Here I already got turned around. We'll come right down here. But I wanted to go check out these villages. Oops. Go. I'm pretty certain that we came from here, but there's one. That one looks like it might be iron. So for those that have watched me play a lot of Minecraft in the past, I love setting up farms, like iron golem farms and things like that. But now that we have these asteroids, like it really helps. That's nickel, iron. There we go. And then we'll have to cook all this, smelt it, whatever you want to call it. Okay, iron, nickel. There. Oh, nickel. I think that they use the nickel for like some of the buildings when you get into like the machinery, because you can do all kinds of machinery in this mod. It's just so different than Your bedrock. Oops. It's not. Click escape. Coal. The iron. Nickel, I mean. The iron's like a lot darker than nickel. All nickel. Okay, I think we got all this one. Copper. So another one down. Let's see what that got us. Well, we have 18, so I can pull out the book bag. Let's grab. I don't need white. This makes dye later. I don't need cucumbers. I have a lot of deep slate, which later I'll need for shingles, so with the pack that we're using. Let's just put this down and let's start cooking it. We'll go and use coal because coal's so abundant. Go and start tearing down some trees. So eventually there's some boots that I can find that help me like climb up trees easier. I don't want to tick anyone off because these trees are so tall that we'll have to climb them to finish them. Get rid of all of it. Nope, still some up there. Don't want to go too far because we'll lose that. Need short trees. Let's go. So any of my old friends say hello. I miss a lot of people that I played ROK with, but I just don't have the time. I've tried to start a couple projects and I'm just too busy in life. And I'd rather be on the beach than on a video game all the time. This allows me to play just kind of when I want to. And I really enjoy it too. Okay, now we can go ahead and make our boats too. So we'll have our supply camp like here pretty quick. I don't think we can sleep yet. Nope. Need a little bit. There we go. It's almost dusk. Let's see. Why the boat is... It's one down. That's what it was. And sleep before the monsters come out. Okie dokie. Clear that. I need 3 boats. I wish they'd make it to where some of these, like, where they're stackable, takes up so much space. I need 3 chests. I could have just grabbed it and dropped it down. 1 down. 2. 3. Okay, so now we're waiting on our iron. 18 bars. And I don't want to forget to take that with me. Hopefully one of these days they'll put an oven on a stick Kind of like how they have your crafting table. Okay, bars. I'm trying to remember. I'm gonna have to search that recipe. Nope. Bars. It's down flat. Okay. We'll need more of those anyway, so. We only need one camp. And then our banner. It's gonna start raining. Okay, well there we got our supply camp. And we'll just keep that, and now what we can do is find where we want to be. Being next to a village is nice. I don't really see one here. Let's keep exploring. I want to keep going down south. Until I get this map opened up, it's really like you don't know where you are. Okay, go this way. This is a really nice area though, like it's really open. I'd have to fill in like places like that. I don't want to get up where it's like super hilly. There's just so much clearing. I'll need one good cave to really go down deep and get the things that I need. It's a pretty nice view though. I like that there's not so many trees, because that's just more that I have to clear. We have some mountainside over here. The only thing I'm lacking is I really wanted a village close by. Let's see if I can sleep. Move, cow. Nope, just storming. My keypad, my walk button is right beside my escape. I don't know, I'm kind of liking this space. We're gonna see. For your fishermen, you do better. You get a higher range of fish if you are by like a major waterway versus like a little creek like this. And across. And so again, we have like an island. I'm gonna come down here and then come over here. Let's cross. To the left. Yep. Over there's a tower over here with villagers right there. What I'd really love to find is out of a chest is the infinite meat. Because it really helps like with my speed and so forth. It lasts a lot longer than constantly having to hunt. Every Minecrafter's nightmare, these kind of villagers. They're such a pain, especially when you're trying to collect them. Get out of the way, y'all. Did anyone watch the Minecraft movie? That was absolutely hilarious. And sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat. Hey, Rain. Oh my gosh, Rain. I have not seen you forever. So, sorry, just give me a minute. Hey, Stevie. Yeah, Phoenix, I am live. Phoenix is one of my top mods. Yes, yeah, the loot is oh, I didn't realize it was randomized per person. I knew it was like free. I didn't have my chat showing up, so normally it comes up in my corner, but I had to reset all of my settings, and it was just a little bit of a pain. So let's go up and see what we can find. Let's do a little bit of parkour here. But hey, where's my ladder on this side? It totally cheated me. There should be a ladder on this side, so we are going to cheat a little bit. Jump across. Oops. Raw. Come on. Thank you. No, I still fell. This is so annoying. I see what it did. There we go. Rain, I'm sorry I didn't say hi to you, girl. You're gonna have to say hi again. Let me know how RRK is going. I need to go back on and watch some of your lives. Yeah, so the gold chests are the best. These just empty. I usually steal these, but I don't want to fill up my inventory. Now, one thing when you use the sleeping bags, they don't set a spawn point. You actually have to sleep in a bed for that, like if you're worried about your spawn point. But I don't want to spawn here. Do it once. Let's go down. I should be mean and install their scaffolding. Raw. And don't tick off the golem, that's for sure. Even though it's free iron. Okay, now let's cross. I see a village down here. Well, sorry I missed all your guys' chat. I didn't have that window open. Creeper, stay away. We're going to need so much sugar cane. I'm going to build the biggest dang sugar cane farm. With this pack that we're doing, it's all paper. Like the white parts of the building that I showed you guys is paper. So it's going to take a lot. Rain, you should come play. I thought about doing another server. But servers are just, you really got to have enough people to play them. See, like all right now, everything that I'm seeing, it's so patchy. It's not going to give me enough room, so we may have to go back to the beginning if I can't find something. A cherry biome. Got another village down here. Let's go. Hopping instead of running. Okay, more chests. Oh, a neat new thing with the update. I don't know if it's on all mods, but you can pick up the villagers now, which we're going to need a couple for my iron farm. And we have a portal. Oh, so let's click that. So we can come back here when we need to. There's like no chest. Get out of my way, people. There's no chest in here. I try to keep the doors open so I know where I've been. Here we go. Bro, get off. Got a sword. I think that the infinite meat has been spawning less and less because I've been having the hardest time trying to find it when I start a new seed. I don't know if you can make it. Infinite ham. Um, Smoked ham. Oh. Yeah, I don't think you can make them. So basically, I'm just looking for two things: a place to start building, and that food. Open. That one. Who shut my door? I need an empty hand because I want to pick up a villager. Oops. How to do this? There we go. Nope, I set him down. Freaking A. Need that. Need an empty hand. If you ever played in here, you know don't tick off the golems because they will beat the crap out of you. Where's the door? Hey, what a weird building. Ooh, this is awesome. The saw, it allows you to like build your bricks more efficiently. Away from me, tree. Crouch. There, now I got him. Book bag. Okay. Well, let's go to looking where we want to start. Oh, yes, iron ingot. Need a lot of that. Bread. Grab some wheat while we're here. Alright, guys. Some thievery going around. We'll take that while we're here. Okay, so let's look for an open place. I was thinking about, oh, another village up here too. That is not, we'll look and see if this is big enough. Anything like we look at the, what do you call it, the elevation. I want something a little bit flatter. This is more mountainous over here. I really don't want to go there. This is all mountainous. So this over here, this island probably be really good. This one's too close to a village. We'll end up fighting that village. So I feel like up here is going to be great. So I want to check out this other village, and then we're going to go drop our supply camp up here and get started. We'll get our you know, like all of our major buildings down first. Can't think of what I want to call it. So let's go straight northeast. Oh, got another chest right there. more coal. And of course, you can take your coal and you can make charcoal, which will go a little bit longer. But now that they updated and added where you can use just wood or sticks, you don't really need as much. And I see more iron. Super. Later, I'll get a pet cat or a pet dog once we get settled. Okay. Lots of iron right here. Oh, that's going to be a nice big vein. Oh, I'll get on after a bit. I want to go see what the Hermit Crafters are doing with their fundraiser. They do this every year, um, and it's never boring. They're so fun. So again, I'm using all the mods 10 for the mod, and that's what offers like these different features that you guys are seeing. And then the King and Kingdoms that we'll start building that I showed the sample of in the beginning. So if you just come on, make sure you go back and you watch that to kind of like a sneak peek of what we'll be doing. Where's that looks like nickel? Let's do an iron one. And then later I need to grab, um, I seen some gold ones, some of these asteroids. Let's see, go backpack. Rid of some of the stuff we don't need right now, like sugarcane. Don't need that. This. We don't need our supply camp just yet. Coal. One shovel will do. Bone mill, sawmill. I need any granite for this build. And I'll show you guys the different builds here in just a minute that you can choose from. Let's see what's over here. It looks like another ruined village. You can tell when they're ruined, like they've already been pillagers have already got them because of all the spider webs. Now, I like to harvest spider webs because it gives you string, and you need so much string. Empty hand. It scared me. I thought it was a spider. I really hate spiders. Brah, would you get away from me? I'm trying to get the string, not the dude. I remember the very first time years ago when I started playing, I was down in a cave and I landed in spider webs and like I could not move. And it just made me start sinking, and it was like the worst thing ever. Just an old village. Okay, so nothing here to help us, but I do want to come back up here. So I'm kind of feeling, I think this is going to be plenty big. We'll see what's back here. It looks really flat. We have some water. It would be better to be, by a main vein of water, but I think this will be thick enough. Just looking at the map. And we did activate this portal right here so we can always come back as we unlock more villages. I need to take a left. Really, we need to collect some of these because we're going to need blue dye later. Okay, so let's go back now that we found some things that we need. Oh, well, Rain, I see you back on here now. So what I found with Minecraft, with Rise of Kingdom, like I played 6 years And, when I was whaling or, doing a crack and just putting so much investment in it. And really, it's up to the king. And I'm just finding that too many kids are playing Rise of Kingdom now and they're ruling these kingdoms and they don't know what they're doing and the kingdom's just going to fail. So me as a someone that makes a T5 account like in the first days, it wasn't fun anymore. And free to play is, free to play is so hard and you have to find really like a good project that will let you do free to play, um, without constantly kicking you because I guess I have too much ego, pride, whatever. I don't like to be kicked from an alliance. Like it really irks me. Oh, son of a biscuit. Get away from me, bra. Did I drop my bed? I think I dropped my bed. I did. When they attack you when you're sleeping, it makes you drop. Bra, come here. What am I attacking with? My meat. I'm attacking with meat. Come here, homie. I need to not swipe as fast. It's not as efficient. Okay, let's try this again. Let's sleep. So I don't know, maybe someday when I can sit and spend a lot on ROK Rain, I'll come back. But I enjoy this because I can enjoy life and I can just get on and play. Or ROK, like you really got to be able to spend at least 8 to 12 hours a day playing. And I have grown up life and I can't put that much in. Or I need to spend a ton so that way I can just get on, fight KVK, and get off. These freaking skeletons are staying underneath the trees so they don't get burned up. Leave me alone. Way. Got a nice sword. That's why you raid the dang chest, because you find good stuff. Now some of you OP people that just like start with nothing, you don't collect anything except for what you're gonna build. You guys are awesome. But I like to raid the chest. Don't fall in. So I did choose just an orchard because I wanted all the same biome for this build, and my supply camp will give me what I need. Okay, so I want to go right here. So I was heading the right way. And then, of course, there's something behind it, so I have to pivot. I would love to found like a really cool place with like a bunch of lighthouses and kind of really get into that theme. And I won't cheat and teleport because I don't want to hear about it, but let's get the supply camp down somewhere. And I think I'm going to go back to where I really like being. I think that's going to be a decent spot. We'll have some caves to fill in. Go see what this is first to make sure it's not going to be an issue. But Rain, I miss all you guys and are okay. I will say that. I met some of the most amazing people the last 6 years. So this looks like a wizarding hut. I really don't have all the armor and stuff to go up and if there's a witch or something up there. I think you have to break in. Okay, keep going. And there's like all these neat little structures that go up. That globe's pretty cool. So far, this seed I haven't been super impressed with because there's not a lot of structures. This is like a shrine. Got monsters inside. Check out this last structure. I want to make sure there's not like a spider spawner or something. Or I build next to it. That junk. Ooh, spyglass. That's for a win. And we are going to need so much paper. So anytime I can find paper, we're collecting that stuff. Compass and a clock. I'm going to go ahead and sink to this bed. I think we're going to build right over here. Pretty close. Oh, villager. Thank you for your paper. I could break all these for books, but... Orography table. Something else that's really good is pots. Because I'm going to need a lot of pots, clay, for when I get into botany. Go down. Thank you. I think I'll help myself to these too. That. Okay. I'm feeling pretty confident about this space over here. Right down here. I think this is going to give us plenty of room. I want to stay away because we have like a super strong dude right here. This is all too mountainous. Too small. Okay. I think I'm set. I'm going to start here and then we'll start building around this way. Okay, let's go. Let me see here. Which side do I want to build on? Let's go over here and look. Because what I'm looking at, I got major water for fishing. I have room to build back and over. There's not really anything in our way. And it's pretty well open. I have a few like little ravines and stuff to fill in. Like there's oil. Okay, we're going to go for it. Let's go to the right. Right? Right. Yep. Looks good. Got plenty wool for the minute. And if this doesn't work, then I know the other spot, but I really wanted by the main water. And this elevation doesn't seem too intimidating. There's nothing worse when you have to clean off like a whole mountainside. And to check this space out. Go with option. Hey, wait, do I gotta turn around? There we go. Yeah, I feel sorry for any guy that ever has to drive with me because I'm like, oh, I'm lost. So y'all can laugh at me with my navigational skills here. See how we're starting to get more like in open, less trees. That's what I'm looking for. We're going to set down our supply camp here pretty quick. And we also want a pretty cool view. Would be great. I just haven't found like that wow factor yet of a place. So we're just going to go with next best. And that sucks having... Okay, we're going to go here. Too bad that's not a waterfall instead of a lava flow. I think that's where we were earlier. Okay, I'm just going to pull the plug and just... or pull the trigger and set it down. Still gives us plenty of room. But let's find a neat place for this. I want to make sure this isn't going to be... Nope. But it might end up turning into a nice mine later. What's up over here? Real quick, I'm just about settled on here. I loved the first place I was at earlier, but we had to go get supplies. Too close to that. Okay. I'm just going to go here and make a plan. Oops. Throw stuff. I need a place to put my supply camp. That's out of the way. The staying hill is messing me up, though. I should have marked earlier that place I seen. What's messing me up is all this over here and right here. It's just making like a narrow path. Crater, llama. Sorry, y'all, we're going back. I see just nothing but problems with that little spot. Rain, if you're still on here, my T5 accounts, I sold all my T5 accounts. I don't have any of them. I restarted and I just couldn't find a good kingdom. There's just so much division that I couldn't find the right place to settle, so I just quit playing. To answer your question, though. Give me a good spot, man. Gotta eat. This part sucks. Really want to go explore more. For the time, we're not going to say that I just did that. But we need to find a place. Because I know what I want, and I just haven't found it yet. So much water. Anyone that wants to hate on me teleporting, sorry about your luck. But once we get settled down, open this map up. And of course, they put a village right there where it's like super awesome. Could always tear that down. Bunch of copper over there. I know earlier I found a spot and I was like, oh, this is a great spot. But then we had to go explore. So we'll keep looking here. See if that was it. Biggest thing I'm having here is like little waterways. My fisher guy is not going to be able to get enough fish, which that's fairly deep, but okay. I think finding the spot's always the hardest part. This is not so bad. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to set down my camp, and then we're going to start building soon as I get a good spot. think this will be good. Got a cave over there. I need a nice flat spot. We're going to drop it. Let's try up here. There we go. Because what I don't want to do, if it's like a big spot, it's going to have us like clear out space. Back. So let's go, guys. We're going to just get going now. So with this, again, you know, like with the different styles, it's just going to welcome you and kind of tell you what you need to do. We're going to select a style. Here's some of my previous ones, like my creations that I've done. We'll go visit those. But we have everything from the Nile. I really like the birch. Savannah's great if you get into like a savanna biome. Mine Colonies ends up really pretty. This one's, you know, fairly, the Greek was gorgeous. These are extremely complicated. You need to have a lot of experience because they all have to connect. These are like treetop, jungle house, absolutely gorgeous in the rainforest. The Shire is like your whole Lord of the Rings, hobbits. Colonial I've done is gorgeous. And the fortress, again, everything connects. Frontier would be like your Wild Wild West. Steampunk's super cool. Intertropical themes. Underwater. So down here, so this is the one that we're doing. So it was actually created, I don't know if this is like Japanese, Korean, but they're the creators of it. And so you have to go and this is like a special download. So I'm going to go with this style. This is our very first building, guys. So we're starting out here. And I want to give this a good turn so you can control everything. Make it deeper. So the way that you know how to set it is you're going to see these dirt blocks. Those need to be underground. Or you can build up to it, of course. Move it forward, back. Ooh, there's a beehive in there. I think that we have this set in a pretty good place. I might have to clear a little bit of dirt right here. This is the front. I think I want to rotate it. I seen some more iron over there. Down one, over one. Let's go around and look. I'll have to cut down this tree. I have to clear a little bit of dirt before I set it. I haven't set it yet, so I'm not going to break it. Sometimes it'll clear a little bit for you, but not like a whole lot. I know I have a shovel. Here we go. Let's make our job easier. And again, I haven't set it yet, so I can't break anything. This is the only building in your supply camp that you can set pre-built. This is like our starter. Oops. this baby down. I don't have that big tree. I think this is a good spot. I'm good with this. So let's click it again and let's set it. There we go. Welcome home. We have our first spot. So here's our little, it's like a little wagon wheel. I would have loved to have it turn where it looked out to the water, but the first thing I'm looking for, I want to set my spawn place. And in this box, there's our tools to start. We're gonna need our town hall. So this tool here is your build tool. It's how you do all of your mine colonies. So this is like one of those things you don't want to lose. It gives us some things like hay. I'll put some more chests in here. We have a couple furnaces. We have our bed. And so you'll have like in here some food. These will be the seeds. We're going to make some botany pots and start growing these. So we're going to need spruce, dark oak, to be able to build our buildings, and lots of paper. So we're going to also set up some paper. Here you have like a little couch with a view. So, you know, eventually we'll be able to see like all of our villagers working around here. And this is, we have like our saw and some more furnaces, a table, composting. But we did have that other saw. They also give you some like spruce, and I don't see any dark oak in here, but also some like stone, some iron to start out. So it gives you just kind of like a setup to start. Organized it. I do want to set, we did grabbed a saw right here. Maybe we picked up a lot of junk. I do want those hemp seeds because we're going to need a lot of string. Let's see, what else do we got? We'll get this spyglass working. Okay. So here we go, guys. We're going to get just like one or two things set, and then we'll end the stream for today. And then we'll come back together later. I'll set that. Oh, that's a half slab. I thought that was a whole slab sitting there. Let's go sleep first, so we don't spawn monsters. Okay. I think I'll put some gates on these, though, to kind of keep the monsters from coming in. I thought that was a half or a full block, but it's just a half slab. Okie dokie. Where do we want to put this other saw? Put it back here. Open that up. It's my saw. There it is. I'm trying to figure out where I want to set this. Okay. So next thing we do is we have our town hall. So this is your tool that you build everything with. When you click it, you'll be able to set things down. So the very first thing we're going to build is our town hall. This will establish our community and our civilization. Normally you start out with like a 4-block territory, you know, 4 blocks around you. So by eye, like I've gotten good to be able to kind of spy how far away I need it to be. In the beginning, like you can like use your chunk borders. I can't remember if it's F5. No, that's distance. I need to change my guy. My girl. It should be a girl, not a guy. My fly view. So yeah, I think we got a pretty good place. We got a lot of room we can grow. You know, we have some mountains over there, which is going to be great for mining that we're going to need to do. I have to get rid of that oil. So I think that to start, I got 1, 2, 3. I'm going to say 4 is up here for our town hall. I'm feeling pretty good about this spot. I think it's going to be a great place. Like X the first time. So until you put down your town hall and you establish your civilization, like you can't do anything else. Okay, and again, let me back up just a little bit. So this was a town hall. This will be phase 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Starts getting a whole lot bigger. This is all paper. And then your level 5. And of course, like I said, this is going to take a long time. We're going to be building this for probably at least a year, is what I find my projects to go, you know, to complete everything, get the roads in. You always want to, before you set it, you know, look at full, like the full build, and make sure there's not going to be anything like a tree that you don't want to cut down. You got the dirt, so I may have to fill in a little bit of dirt, but it looks really good. So I'm happy with this build. I'm going to set it back to level 1, and we're going to set it. We're going to name our village, and I'm up for votes if anyone wants to think of like a town name. Let's put this back to level 1, and we're going to set it. So now we're going to start seeing our villagers arriving once I name this. Okay. So for now, we're going to call it Bad Wolf Bay. And then if anyone can think of like a knighty, you know, like knights type name, you know, let me know in the comments. And we'll rename our colony. So now we're going to sign our colony covenant. And let's step back, and our villagers start arriving. We get 4 to start. And then the more beds that you add in more buildings, the more villagers will arrive. We have to wait a little bit and they'll start showing up. So the very first thing that I want to do is got to make a builder's hut now, because we can't build any buildings without that builder's hut. So there's our first one, Toby Gasper. We get 3 more. That little icon above his head just means that he didn't have a job. And to keep these guys happy, you have to feed them. You got to give them beds. They got to have a job, or they kind of start complaining. Now there is tutorials that you can read. So here's like their satisfaction. And I am going to change some settings. I do not want the children to be born. I want to be able to assign my own villagers. These are all the materials we're going to have to collect to build this for the builder. Town map, we don't have it yet. Up here in the corner, this is how big our boundary is now. So I got a little bit. I didn't quite count far enough back. I was trying not to have this much water, but our fishermen will use it. We can put our pier out here. But the problem is when you have this much, it's just going to keep growing. Oh, now we have, looks like Genesis. We can pick out our colors that we want to pick out for our civilization, for our colony. This is the pack we're using. You know, later, if enough people interested, we can start a Patreon. But the very first thing, so we have 2 people so far. Tells you how. Co-worker hiring. I want to be able to house my own people. I can't shut off the children being born yet, but we still need 2 more people. And let's look at our builder hut. Let's look at recipes. It should be Mine Colonies. Need a builder's hut. Mine. These little icons look different right here. There it is. So we need a door, planks, and um, our build tool. Like I said, that build tool you have to use with everything. Let's build a door first. Recipe. We got everything that we need to start a door. Sticks. Regular old oak door, nothing fancy. Okay, put our door. And I actually like to start out with two builder's huts so I can have two different buildings going at the same time. So I'm gonna grab two. If you ever start doing this, make sure you always grab your build tool, because I don't know how many times I go build something and I can't find my tool and it's actually in my crafting stick. So I'm like panicking where, looking for it. I need the hemp. I need to clean out our inventory a little bit. That. So the very first things we're going to do, like I said, the building hut first, and then I'd like to know where more of our villagers are. And I usually do a builder's hut like around here. So this is our chunk load. This is right now is the size of our colony. As we build along these borders, it's going to start enlarging. That way we can get everything in here. I think I'll do a building hut each side. Builder's hut. So these are the different sections. Like here's all of your horticulture. So like all your fields, your flower shop, farm, plantation, and then into your husbandry, like your farms, a cow farm, chicken farm, rabbit farm, all that good stuff. And then go back. Logistics is like your warehouse courier. This is like your baking, Fletcher's hut, dyer's hut, sawmill that we're going to build. Eventually, we're going to have all this in here. Here it has a list of your creators and just your supply camp. And then your mine shafts when we start getting down into mine shafts. And then all your roads. There's 3, 5, and 7 lane roads, street lights, waterways, all that. And then your university, your school and university. Oops, back. X, not ready to build that yet. So now we got people starting to arrive. I do need to sleep real quick because if monsters spawn, they're going to kill our people. So I want to build 2 builders huts, and then we're probably going to get close to calling it a day. Not even sure how long we've been on here. But so the main thing is, back to the beginning, check that out. That's going to show you kind of what we're going to be looking at building. And then you can also look at, a little bit about just getting started. Okay, builder hut. Out of here so I can see. Now, something that I need to do later is I need to make goggles. The goggles allow you to see kind of like what does a building look like when it's finished. But what I need to know is what this boundary is. I just noticed like it didn't set down, normally it sets down fencing for you. And it's glitched and didn't do that. So I don't know where my borders are. that's messing with me a little bit. Hopefully this doesn't overlap, or we're going to have to break it. So again, level 1, level 2, level 3, 4, and 5. I want to get that away from that tree a little bit. We want to try to keep as many trees as we can. So normally when you set a building, it puts down like a fence, and that way you know where everything's going to be. It didn't give us that. Okay, check our dirt level. Okay. See how this one left a fence for us? This one didn't show us, so hopefully they're not going to overlap. So we're going to go ahead and get started with building this first. It's just going to kind of tell you like a quick guide, how to use everything. Very first thing is we need to hire a builder. I'm going to look at their stats, adaptability. Now they do progress like as they use their talents or their abilities, so their stats are actually going to go up. Adaptability, dexterity. I thought it auto. Yes, I know y'all are homeless. It auto employed Toby Gasper. Show employed. There we go. So we'll start with him. We're going to recall him to come over here so that way he can look at the build. And now I can go in here and I can start seeing, as soon as he evaluates it, I can see what he needs. Assignment, I'm going to have to do some adjusting. Oh, I forgot to click start build. That's why. Okay, build building. Come back here, brah. Okay, see now he puts on a little outfit. He has a little message to tell me that he needs tools. No, I do not. Guidance. So now I can give him things. Okay, so now we know what we need. So like green means that you have all of it to fulfill it. Orange means that you have some, but not enough to complete it. And then red are things that we need to go collect. So that way he can have everything. So we can give him oak, we can give him some cobblestone, we can give him some dirt. And then now we just need more cobblestone. We need some slabs we have to make. He's going to need a ton of dirt, some racks, and some spruce logs. So we don't have any spruce trees. So what we're going to have to go do is start building. Okay. I can go ahead and build that for him. So basically this is Mine Colonies. You still get to go do all the collecting of all the goods, but your dude builds everything for you, which is super cool. And I want to say tool-wise, I'm trying to remember where to look, what level tools. So their ability to use stronger tools upgrades with the more that you upgrade the builder hut. Because again, this was level 1. So right here is where it tells you. Right here. So like we can do copper, cancel. Okay. Oops, backpack. Always want to hit that for my backpack. Let's build him a stone one to start. Recipe. I think we can use cobblestone. Yep, it'll count as stone. Build more than one.
Without this, I can't work.
I know you can't work. Okay, he's also going to need an axe. That one's almost dead, but can't use iron yet. We can give him a shovel. He's going to need some food. Give him a little bit of bread. Mouse click, there we go. That should give him a pretty good start. And so we need to go get cobblestone. We need more of that. So I have some things over here. We'll start with that so he can start building. So we'll get this builder hut done and build the other one, and then we'll call it a day. Stone. Some spruce. And something that I need to build as soon as possible. Let me search it. At Mine Colonies is we need a resource scroll. I think we have everything to build it. I already have the leather. Let's go for this. Book bag. Yep, we got enough. Things up here that we don't need. I need the hemp. What else do we not need right now? Don't need paper yet. Okay. We're doing good. And sticks. I hope everyone's having a good weekend. I'm going to finish this up, and then I'm going to go watch MCC, the Hermit Crafts, and see what they're up to for the fundraiser today. So now we have our scroll. So this is going to tell me everything that they need. So when you have several buildings going, you know what materials they need as you're out actually collecting everything. Still don't understand why that did not give me fence.
They'll protect us, right?
Now we can help this guy too, like as far as like using his tools by harvesting some of this. Go ahead and I gave him all my tools. Now I don't have anything. Click, click. Oops. Need an axe. For me. Some trash seeds. You can really congest up your inventory. Let's help him out a little bit. Here you go, buddy. You can do the leaves. Okay, so we have his cobblestone. We have a spruce he needed. And then let's take our scroll. And you have to crouch. Click it. And so now, see, I can look at it, and I have this to carry with me all the time. So when we start like going down in caves or really having to go explore, we have everything. So we're going to get this built and get them a tavern so they have somewhere to sleep so they don't get destroyed by mobs. And get this colony going. Go. I think we have everything pretty well cleared out. And let's go create. Spruce fence. We can do a torch. I need to get my trees planted right away too, because that takes a long time to grow the trees. Oops. Get it like that. One. torches. He's gonna need a ton of dirt. Cobblestone slab. What else can we do? We can do spruce fence. Get that sapling. Now, I always forget if it's sticks on the outside. There we go. Nope, that's a gate. So I did do it wrong. Oops. Select. So it's planks on the outside. Oh, and it needs spruce, not oak. Come on. Wait, there we go. Okay. We need planks on the outside. Oh, stop. My mouse, I need a new mouse that like really glitches and it won't click. And it's such a pain, especially when I work during the day. Okay, so we got 3. There we go. One of those. So see already all the black we've already given him. And actually, I think I'm going to stop him from building. Manage worker, pause. So we can actually be able to watch him when he gets going to do it all at the same time. So we need a rack, cobblestone, slab. Let's go back to our supply camp. That's where all our saws are. Do-do-do. Okay. Do have some cobblestone. Nope. Here we go. Click on there. My mouse isn't working. Oh, I think I need to smelt it. That's why. That is why it wouldn't sit down. Here we go. I need to make stone first. One moment. Let me get a drink. Now, I think I'll upgrade. You know, it gave us several furnaces, but I think I'm going to upgrade them. And, excuse me. And so that way, like, I can add stone, gold. It just makes them cook faster. This takes forever. I'm going to let that fill up. And we also, so dark oak slabs. Dark oak. I give them all my slabs. That's spruce. So to get dark oak, we're going to have to go plant our trees. Let's go drop some stuff off, clean out our inventory a little bit. And, what is that? Oh, prune. We don't need a prune. I'm going to have to build a trash can too. Spruce. We're not going to use much oak, so I'll use it for like junk stuff like tree or our sticks and things like that. This is mainly going to be dark oak and spruce. Actually, I want to organize a little bit better. A little bit of a glitch there. Oops. I can't believe it didn't give us any dark oak. Spruce, spruce. Alright, though. We will make it. This is trash. Stuff in the trash. No clue what that is. Okay, that opened us up a little bit more. So what we're going to do is I need to plant some trees because there are no, I'd have to go find like a dark oak biome, but I did a orchard biome only. So the only way I'm going to get them is I have to plant them. Let's go make a little forest. Go over here, out of the way. Ooh, gray horse. Eventually I'll go exploring some for villages and get kind of stocked up with some things too. So make sure you don't fall in the oil. That's such a pain to get out of. Okay, so let's plant some trees. These you have to put into a 4 pattern. Once we get our forester set, then we'll be able to have him grow and harvest for us. Okay, so we got 4 of those started. And dark oak is the same way. You have to do it in a 4 pattern, or it won't grow. There we go. Okay, so awesome. There's a pretty good start. And I want to set my waypoint over here. I went ahead and I did that over there because I don't want it like, it doesn't go with our theme. I'm gonna have to wait till those dark wood gets growing before we can do the stairs and the slabs. But we can do the cobblestone slabs. That is so slow. Why didn't let me put it down? May not be able to build those that way. There we go. Okay, so we have enough of those. Racks, we're going to need backpack. I have 18, that might be able to be enough. More racks. It's P. So like the racks are a mine colony. So anything that you need to search for mine colony, you have to put a mine colony first. 2. But yes, that's funny. Might be easier if I just did it myself. 2. 3. Mouse being spazzy. Okay, so we got those. We need a lot of dirt. Let's go. I have, nope, they didn't give us any dirt. Let's go find a hill off somewhere that we can destroy. It's ugly. Over here will be good. Over to the backside. Because remember aesthetics, like you don't want them to start carving into hill somewhere. We're almost done for the day. Sleep right quick. Okay. So I'm going to use the Ultimime again. This comes with all the mods 10. Um, you can also change the shape. Oops. Why is it not letting me do it? There we go. Okay. So it's your little squiggly line and shift. I seen it up there. And then now you can change like the shape that you want to do. Like you can do a long tunnel, you can do a small square, um, a large tunnel, a mining tunnel, which is great. So like it actually it gives you stairs to go down to mine. An escape tunnel, like if you're stuck down in a mountain. Shapeless just kind of does whatever you click on, but you have to be careful that you don't like dig yourself a hole. Small square again, and then it comes back. So shapeless is one that I use a lot, and I also use small tunnel. So like here, kind of make like a tunnel. No, it's a really quick way to get all the dirt that you need. But you also want to make sure you don't fall like down into a cave, which I've done. So how I know from experience. And see, like we opened up some coal too. Eventually I'll make a mine somewhere over here. And will only mine what you click on. So like I wasn't clicking on stone, so it didn't do stone. It did just dirt only. See, we should have enough dirt now. Yes. So we got plenty of dirt. Cobblestone. We're just going to need that oak, a dark oak. And we'll go check on those trees here in a minute. I think I have a little bit of bone meal. But we'll go like harvesting either for skeletons to get more bone meal, and I see some iron over there too. Get that later. The one thing about using the Altamime is that it uses a lot of energy. So you got to make sure you have food because otherwise you'll croak. Eat some apples. We got apples everywhere around here, so. Hopping along. As soon as we get this build, it won't take very long. We'll call it a day. Tomorrow we'll do the tavern. Okay. And I just need to go check on our wood. Our trees, see if they've grown yet. And again, we have our little mini map up in the right-hand corner. It kind of shows you like where everyone's at. Kind of also shows you like where your buildings are. I set a point up here so I can see like the line. Hopefully I'm going the right way. Let's not fall down into a cave would be great. This is just going to take forever. See if I have my bone meal on me or did I put it away? Yeah. Only have one. That's not going to be enough, but oh, it just jumped up right in front of our face. So by planting that in fours, just makes it way easier to harvest. Here's our Altamime. There we go. And like a Minecraft rule is that you make sure you clean up all your mess. Like don't leave all the tree or the leaves up top, which is super annoying. Clean up some of this junk that we have. Just ingesting our storage. I do need the hemp though, because that'll grow. Don't need that. Trash. So much trash. And so now we'll have more seeds to start another one. That gave us 4 more. Oh, added some bone meal. Whenever I go to do the Ultimime and Harvest, where see how it blocks everything in, I'm on Shapeless. I always try to start up high because it only goes so many blocks each way. Gave us 5 seedlings. Have an extra one to save. Okay, so that gave us quite a bit of dark wood. I think that we can go finish up now. We'll let those grow. I don't think I went too far out of render distance, but I may have, and that could be an issue. I may have to plant them closer. Eventually, oops, I went around the corner. I'll start what's called botany pots, which are a pot that grow your trees for you, and then they're on a chest on the harvest, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm running out of time. I'm going to have to get off. Come on, run. Stop hopping. Okay, awesome. So now, you know, we got quite a bit there. 2 trees. We pretty much got... Oh, must be... That's spruce. That's why it won't stack. I'm like, why will that not stack? Again, put our oak. I don't need oak. Junk. Okay. Well, let's go over here. I think that we can straight... Oh, did I really? I have my blonde moments, I tell you. I don't think we have to turn into planks to do this, but I'm going to check. It was a slab, right? Dark oak stairs. So we need 44 and 56. Backup started. Bro, who's beside me? Oh. Well, you know what? Thank you for coming into my village. I think I'll take... If I can not get spit on would be great. I'll take his leashes. I'm getting spit on. Where'd he go? Bro, stop spitting on me. Where is he now? I'll take these leashes. And the leather. You play long enough, the Wandering Trader's so annoying. But you can trade with him. Okay, so back to what we were doing before we were, like, so rudely interrupted. $44. Dark oak slabs. $44. There we go. 48. So this sawmill, like, really is efficient for, you actually, like, get more than if I was to, like, go into my recipe, in my, what do you call it, your little builder thing. So you actually get more doing it this way. So 6. So I'm about to get off. We've been moving. We finally got settled in. We're here for 6 months, and then before we relocate. So I haven't been able to do any lives because of where we were like currently located at. But we'll definitely start having more now. We're gonna need a lot of these. I'm right here clicking it, but it's not giving it to me. Okay, I hear something. What that was? There we go. No, I hate. Oh yeah, sending me wandering trader memes. I thought you said you're gonna start sending me wandering traders. I'm like, no, because look at him. He's in here already. He is so annoying. Okay, so I think now, yeah, we have everything we need. Let's go give this to him and get it started, and then we're gonna duplicate it with our next builder, which I'll do that off screen. Let's finish this up, guys, and then we'll call it a day. Tomorrow, we'll do the tavern, which gives them a home. We'll probably go ahead and build our forester, and that way he can start harvesting the trees for us. Okay, so he has everything he needs now. It'll say 100% supplied. Bro, what do you mean? I just gave it to you. Okay, so it says he's 100% supplied, and then it'll say how much he uses. So let's manage him. He's going to restart, and we're going to go get out of the way and watch. And I don't know what he's saying he's needed.
Right away.
Space in my chest racks. I'm able. Got it. He's got plenty of room right now. Let's help him out. Okay. We'll grab all this junk for him. What is he clearing now? Oh, probably that tree. Let's go up. That's one thing about them, though, especially until you get them more upgraded. They're just very, very slow. Fire. I didn't realize he didn't have this tree cleared already. That will just help him. Watch, he's probably going to break the block that I'm on and make me drop. Okay, so it looks like over here, so if you see where the fence is, that means he has to clear it. But he's getting much closer. Don't break my dirt, brah. Okay. Give me back my dirt. I don't know why that keeps disappearing. Okay, so, oh, he did set that dirt, that's why. Alrighty, let's watch him work. Watch him build. Hey, Phoenix, I need you, if you'll build me a new avatar. Or a new character. I haven't upgraded mine. But this is why I think I'll start pre-recording because when they're building, it just takes so long. I'll be able to do, some speed ups and then we'll still do a live every weekend. I'll probably build off camera just for time's sake. To eat real quick. So clearing that off. Dummy, get up there. And that way nothing comes up behind me and attacks me. There's nothing worse than like a dang creeper coming up behind you and blowing up. Yeah, if you could make me a skin, that would be awesome. You were doing what, Phoenix? I don't know what flashback is. Is that kind of like a time lapse? Is that what that is? Well, today took a little bit longer. I just couldn't find the right place to build. But we're settled now, so things should go a lot more efficiently. Oh my goodness, we've already been streaming, what, 2.5 hours? It's amazing with Minecraft. Like, you can really lose time when you're playing. He has that little red gear above his head. That means that he's wanting something or he's needing something. In the very start of the game, like, they just ask you a lot of questions, like if you know how to do stuff. So I'm not too worried about him. When he stops, then I'll know. Right now he's back at the builder's, that little builder hut, looking at his blueprints. Oh, so he got what he needed. Keep saying oak stairs. I keep giving it to him. Let's go back down. Saying that. Take it. There we go. Oh, it says his building inventory's full. That's why. Take any more. Okay. And mine is full too, so we're going to clear out some of this junk. He's building again. I couldn't figure it out. I was like, I know I'm giving him his stuff, but it's because his inventory's full. Okay, can you take it now?
Good day to you.
I'll build a trash receptacle soon. It's a place to like go drop all this stuff off, and it just pitches it for you. I just need a lot of iron. Oh man, someone just told me B-Dubs is being bullied on Minecraft. I gotta go watch.
So what will it be for you?
Eat your trash, bro. Okay. Now let's go over here and watch. Anyone watching the Hermitcraft, Don't run it for me. I'll get on a watch in a minute. I'm almost done. So again, level 1, it's going to be super ugly, just cobblestone dirt. This will be our builder hut. You can't build any of the other buildings until this is done. Dude, what do you need again? More dirt. Oh, meant to break it, not jump off of it. Okay, are you happy, boy, now? Gonna have to sleep. There we go. Call him over so he doesn't have to walk. I can just drag him over here. There we go. Fly mode. So he's starting on the roof. The reason I built up earlier on dirt, if you look in the right-hand corner, I see a creeper. Oh, they disappeared. They might be underground. There was a creeper and I think it was a skeleton or something. So that white box just means that's our colony boundary. So this is a little bit of the difference. You know, when you play regular Minecraft, you have to build all this yourself. With doing this way, you have a builder that does it for you. But we're still doing most of the work. I'm still going to build a lot of structures myself. But this just gets really, it gets absolutely amazing here. You know, once we get to like level 3, um, I'll get kind of the base structures down that we need, and then we'll start upgrading. So, you know, definitely like our 2 builders hut are important. Our tavern, so they have a place to sleep. That also brings in like wandering colonists, and then you can hire them. They're usually a lot quicker, a lot more efficient. And then, so after our tavern, we'll get, you know, some food sources, maybe some like farms or some gardens. Get our kitchen, our cookery, and then probably, you know, some more residents. Because the more beds you have, the more villagers arrive. And I think I see some pillagers coming up the bottom. Let's go kill them before they hurt my villagers. Okay, where are they? And also something like once we get to really going, we'll start having raids where it's like, you know, bad guys come in to try to take over your colony, so you have to fight them. So we'll have to build some guards, and the guards will take care of it. I don't have a sword. And I didn't bring any iron either. Backpack. We're gonna have to do a stone one. Our recipe book. 1 stack. Thank you. Do a stone sword. I probably ought to do 2, just to be safe. So much junk. I don't want to miss. We'll keep an eye out. Just as long as those, like I said, those villagers, or those villager dudes don't come and start attacking our guys. Seem to disappear. Oh, there's our fireworks. So it's done building. And I'll tell you completed builder hut. So now that's our first builder hut. It's nothing very pretty, but it's functional. So now he's done building. We had the fireworks. And so now he can start stocking up his inventory here. We'll build a second one later. Tomorrow we'll start with our tavern and build it down there by the water. So that's it for today. Your town hall, you don't have to build it yet. It really serves no purpose other than just being like their like founding place. I am a little bit worried because it didn't put down that little fence like we seen. So I'm hoping that my builder hut is not in the way. And I don't have the builder's goggles yet to show me boundaries, but we just took a little risk. So we'll see. We might have to tear down that builder hut tomorrow and see where it goes. So the other option that I should be able to do is act like I'm going to set down a building and then it should show me. Oops. Okay, so now see, because I put that down. Oh good, we're outside. We're way far enough away. So sweet. Plenty of room there. And so it looks like, we'll put it like a guard tower up there. And I'm going to put the tavern by the water so as people come down the waterway, to visit, they can stop and visit our village or our colony. So tomorrow we'll put a tavern down here somewhere. But that's the beginning. That'll be our town hall eventually once it's done, but it's not really there. So I appreciate y'all coming by. It was a little bit of a slow start, but we'll get to going now. So y'all have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. See you soon.